What up, y'all? It's Coffee, right back at it with some more news for y'all, some viral videos, some content. Let's get it, man. Smash them buttons, jump in the comments, rock with the channel. Make sure you're subbed up if you're new, and jumping right off into things, man. Big shout out to the bro, Mike. As you see, he took to Instagram today to honor a fallen legend in the hip-hop world. And you see, he's talking about none other than Mac Dre, who would have been 52 years old today. Now, it's just such a damn shame and sad that so many iconic individuals from, the hip-hop scene are passed away, deceased. You know what I'm saying? And we see today, currently, in the hip-hop landscape, there's still some individuals losing their lives. Like myself, as I'm sure many other people, hope that just stops. That the big dogs or the OGs or the shot callers, however you want to refer to them in the hip hop world, get together, get some kind of organization or group or board or union or something like that to come together. Just, period, just to further the hip hop community and the music and the art form in a positive way as far as with the industry, but to also, like, in situations with beefs and stuff like that, be able to hash things out. But I mean, in a lot of situations, it's when it comes to artists losing their lives, it's not really industry stuff, right? Like with Mac Dre or other artists, it's like some street-ish, right? Or I don't know, like tap in, comment with your thoughts on that. But in speaking of Mac Dre's death, when it comes to different stuff that I blog on, as always, guys, I try to be totally transparent and honest with y'all, regarding the topics that I'm speaking on, how knowledgeable I am about those topics. And when it comes to Mac Dre, the whole Hyphy movement and everything like that, the Bay and everything, I'm going to be totally honest. Like, yes, I'm familiar with some of the music, but I'm not a Bay historian or, you know what I mean? Or anything like that. And with that being said, so please, those who really are a big fan of Mac Dre or come from that area, or you just are very knowledgeable, please engage in that comment thread. As always, if you're new, that's what it's all about over here. Chopping it up, having those conversations, those discussions on whatever topic it may be, hip-hop related, sports related, a TV show, whatever, a news story, whatever we're talking about. Please tap in, let's talk. Like, I for real want to hear from y'all. When it comes to Mac Dre being killed, am I correct in saying that his murder never truly has been solved? Or is it a situation where, y'all know what I mean, right? Like, in certain situations, the street talks or word travels, but like officially on record, sometimes a murder may not be solved, but it may be common knowledge what did happen. But am I in wrong in this, what I'm speaking on here, when I say that the individual, that was always rumored to, or, heavily spoke of, that killed Mac Dre, who was and then killed himself, was not the culprit and the killer? That's what I've always heard. And then to take it a step further, I've heard, rumors of the individual that people do believe killed Mac Dre was then taken out in the streets himself, or what? I mean, obviously, I know this is like some street-ish, so when it comes to a lot of this stuff, sometimes it's not something to be spoke about in a comment section on the web, As always, too, I always got to throw it out there to y'all. J Coffee Talk. It's not a street dude. I don't claim to be or anything like that. So when it comes to certain situations, I mean, I totally understand. Like I said, some things ain't for the web. But is that correct that the individual that was believed to kill Mac Dre didn't do it? And the individual that really is said to have done it was killed? I know the person, though, that we're speaking of that always was rumored to was also killed. But I don't know. It seems like a tricky situation. Again, just very sad that this legend lost his life. But comment with, your thoughts on all that, but also your favorite Mac Dre song. What do you think? Was his run in hip hop just getting started? Was he nowhere near the peak or pinnacle of his career and success, or what? What would it look like if Mac Dre was never killed? Comment below. And when it comes to the Hyphy movement and all that, is he the true creator of that sound and everything? As I stated, y'all, when it comes to this topic, I'm more reaching out to y'all than speaking my take again. I've always liked a lot of that music and everything like that. I think it's an interesting sound, the whole style, the energy and everything like that. But it's never been something I'm super up on. You know what I mean? So jump in and comment with your thoughts on all that below. And moving along to the next topic, man, we were speaking earlier in a live stream about Brittney Griner. She's locked up over there in Russia. It's a tricky situation, a lot of political ish at play, USA, Russia, you know what I'm saying? She pled guilty. It seems what's going on and what may be the end result is that there's going to be some kind of prisoner swap. Talk about a tricky situation. When it comes to U.S. and Russia, it seems like the public is super left in the dark on what the real deal is, But I don't know. We'll have to stay up on this and see how everything plays out. Like I was saying in my live stream, go check it out. We talked about this situation, and we also were watching some viral TikTok videos on some conspiratorial type ish. But like I was saying in the video, Roy Jones Jr. being a dual citizen of the United States and Russia is really engaged here. He wants to bring Brittney home, and he's got a line right to Putin, individual in the Russian media. And to hear Roy Jones talking about this prisoner swap leads me to believe that is what's really going on. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. It's crazy when the politics get in things, you know what I'm saying? But in more situations than not, that is the case. But someone commented here, Jeremy R. and Mr. Brenneman. Jeremy R. said Trump would have already got her home, and Brenneman said, and Ukraine would still exist as a country. So tap in and comment, do you think Trump would have got her home quicker? It seemed he had a positive relationship with Putin, which was always kind of crazy to me, with the temperature between U.S. and Russia always, you know what I mean? Like, it always seems like the Cold War still going on and everything, that, he was able to tap in with Putin the way he did and everything. But it just had me thinking of, comment and let me know if y'all think that's true, if Trump would have been more proactive in this situation and he could have got something done. But also it had me thinking of the ASAP Rocky situation, like he did indeed get convicted in court. But we know the U.S. was pretty engaged in that situation. And, he came home pretty quick, all things considered. Next up, moving along, want to talk about something we saw play out on No Jumper, okay? This guy, Danny Mullen. I'm not super familiar with him. He's been in the YouTube game for a long time, comedian, does viral stunts and all that type of ish. And, comment if you are familiar with his body of work and everything like that. He just appeared on No Jumper with this dude, King Croc. And I just got to say, these dudes are crazy. Like, these dudes are some oddballs. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But AD of No Jumper, who many people are theorizing as of late is destined to leave the No Jumper platform and, overshadow Adam 22 in a sense like that. That's what it's seeming is being theorized by many in the blogosphere, with AD's stock rising in the internet world and everything like that. He checked Danny Mullen right away to start things off, as it seemed Danny Mullen had did a homeless in Compton video prank or whatever you want to call it. And, he used the N-word, hardy R, and said some other things that AD found very racist and disrespectful, period, and in general, and specifically to the city of Compton, his hometown. which again, I'm not familiar with Danny Mullen. I've never seen those videos. For those that did comment with your thoughts on the prank and video itself. But what was interesting and I thought was cool about this is AD did it in a way where he got his point across. You know, he kind of hit this dude in the head with a dose of reality. And then also told him, okay, well, you're apologizing and all that. And, you know, it sounds good with what you're saying, but I want to see you live up to it in real life. You're going to come out to Compton and do a toy drive or some kind of charity event and raise some money and give back to the community if you really want to say you're sorry and make it right. And I thought that was dope. I thought, you know, for those, if you watched that episode, if you saw everything that was going on, let me know if you felt them vibes as well. Like, you know, he checked him about the things he was saying and everything like that. You know, some really offensive racist stuff. And we know a lot of these YouTubers and influencers and stuff like that, they have influence. People emulate and imitate the things they do. And, you know, for him to be putting some of that stuff out there into the blogosphere and atmosphere and showing people this kind of ish, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just bad vibes to put out there and influence people like that's cool or something like that, you know? And he did it. He checked them with class is basically what I'm saying. And, you know, I'm interested to see if Danny Mullen keeps his word and AD stays on him about this and holds him accountable and they make this charitable event happen. You know, tap in. Did you see this? What did you think about it? Do you think Danny Mullen will follow through? Your thoughts about it all, comment below. All right, now we got to get into these two viral videos. First one, this is crazy to me. I don't know exactly what this world record is here, but you see this is like on a trampoline where like they got a circle going and a dude in the middle and they're like kind of catapulting them up. Comment if you've ever done this on a trampoline, you know, where you time it just right and you like launch someone into the sky. I almost broke my neck doing this once and I landed off the trampoline. But you see, I guess they set a world record here. What they say in like 10 seconds, he had to touch that punching bag that was way up in the air. This was pretty amazing to see. But yeah, in real life, well, this is real life, but I'm saying at home, this can go very bad. I mean, this could have went bad here. I mean, it seems these cats are professionals. They were attempting and did indeed set a world record. But yo, if you land wrong, you know, that's a lot of hang time. That's a lot of time in the air. Like if you don't time that right and you come down on your head or something, it could be all bad. And the last viral video here was rather comical. This was at a wedding and you see this drunk dude was playing with some sparklers and set some ish on fire. And I mean, he did do his thing and stay on point. And like, he didn't just go, oh, there's a fire and just run off. Like, he reacted and put the fire out. But it's funny, he just goes back to dancing and doing his thing after. Like, they're like, yo, my man, you like, what are you doing? You know, it's funny at weddings, man. People get that drink up in them. And, you know, things can get crazy. Things can get hectic. And, you know, it's always wild at weddings, too, to see the dynamic of people that don't typically party and get fucked up. What it's like when they do get fucked up and everyone else is, you know. Man, whoever, like, who's a fan of the movie Wedding Crashers? And have you ever wedding crashed yourself? Like, people really do that. That wasn't just a gimmick for a movie, for real. I remember watching footage of one of my family members' weddings, and there was a dude tearing it up, dressed all crazy, dancing, pop locking, and doing all kinds of ish. He was all over the place, and for years, everyone always watches that and goes, yo, I don't think no one knew this guy. I think he was a wedding crasher. But that concludes the festivities on this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like I said, join the discussion in the comments. That's what it's all about over here. Coffee talking it up. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. More videos and discussions on the way. And I'm gone.